Okay, so we're gonna watch a video entitled The Great King, Episode 8, Royal Remains in Royal Urns. Okay, we're gonna check out this one. I guess this is after the cremation process of the Great King. I guess that's what he was building. When they're building it. What's in the book? I know a lot of work and effort went into this entire ceremony. The Great King, the King of Tyre. Great King he was indeed.
The tradition of encasing
they're speaking English, okay.
within a ceremonial royal urn is believed to have originated from prehistoric secondary burial rituals in the Southeast Asian region.
Wow.
The ritual involves bringing the bones from a person's remains and storing them in various containers.
Wow. Oh, the bones.
Later, this ancient ritual was integrated with the Indian tradition of cremation of the remains of high-ranking members of society. The remains
Wow.
would be encased in urns and cremated in designated areas, resulting in a tradition that has been passed on from generation to generation.
ในภูมิภาคเอเชียตะวันออกเฉียงใต้เราก็จะมีธรรมเนียมที่การฝังศพในภาชนะนะครับอย่างเช่นอาจจะนึกถึงทุ่งไหหินที่ลาวหรืออย่างแหล่งโบราณที่ทุ่งกุลาลาวจะมีการฝังศพนะครับที่ตายลงในภาชนะนะครับก็เปรียบเสมือนกับว่าการไปกำเนิดใหม่นั่นเองก็เลยกลายมาเป็นคติว่า
As a result, I believe that the remains of the royal or important person must be placed in
The tradition
urns.
for common people who have passed away is that they will be dressed, wrapped in a white cloth and sacred thread before being
Wow.
placed in a coffin in a sleeping position. However, the funeral ceremony for high-ranking members of society, including royalty, involves royal funeral rites in which the body is placed upright in the sitting position in a royal urn.
การถวายพระมหาสุกรรมก็คือการจัดพระสรีระแล้วก็
The body itself.
แล้วก็บรรจุลงศพซึ่งแน่นอนก็คงจะไม่ใช่เป็นท่านอนในกรณีที่ลงพระโกฐนะครับก็จะเป็นท่านั่ง
Wow. Wait.
กับผ้า
Wait a moment.
ที่อยู่ในคัน
So the king was in there.
เพราะฉะนั้นโกรธคือคันของมารดาคือผู้หญิงเพราะเปรียบว่าคนที่อยู่ในโกรธนั้นถ้าอยู่ในโกรธนั้นเตรียมกลับไปเกิดใหม่
Seems like I misunderstood all along.
Historical documents from various periods,
I thought it's the ash.
including the Ayutthaya and Ratanakosin eras,
I thought it
show
was the ash
rituals
of the room.
involved in preparing royalty for the royal funeral rites. Preparations begin with using a headdress to prop the royal person's head and chin in an appropriate position before
Wow.
the body is placed in a sitting position. Next, sacred thread is wrapped around the body before a white cloth is placed beneath the body in a hexagonal shape.
Wow.
The edges of the cloth are pulled up to cover the head and left in place to be tied with religious thread from the head to the neck. The final step is conveying the body into the royal urn and propping up the body with pillows all around.
Oh my gosh.
The reign
Wow.
of His Majesty the late King Bhumibol Adulyadej is the first period in which the royal funeral rites will alter slightly, with the late King Bhumibol granting royal permission for Her Royal Highness Princess Sinakarin and Her Royal Highness Princess Kalyani Vatana to be buried in royal coffins rather than in royal urns for their royal funeral ceremonies.
So the body stays in there and it breaks down and decomposes in the urn.
Similarly, the royal funeral ceremony of His Majesty the late King Bhumibol Adulyadej will include a royal coffin placed on a pedestal. However, there will still be a royal urn placed on top of the coffin to carry on traditions from ancient times.
Oh, so he was not in the urn? I'm a bit confused.